What's going on, traders? Welcome to the channel. I'm John. That's Groot. Oh man, look at that. We trade options here. I just want to say that if Disney decides to do this, then I'd probably be all in Disney. Just saying. They'd find success that way. All right, let's get into it. So, on the recent video, I talked about potential downsides that we see in the market. So, if you missed that, go ahead and check it out. But bottom line is, we're seeing exhaustion. I think there's a chance of correction. It's just kind of a feel thing, but keep your risk in check as always. And I explained a bet I put on the SPY. Pretty good looking bet, but again, only a couple days to see if I'm right. But let's put it this way: what if it goes the other way? So these would be trades that I'm very bullish on, and I'm prepping for the week. I said I wasn't going to get a video out tonight, and here we are. Here we are. I'm getting a video out tonight. So it's kind of late. Hopefully you can catch this either tonight or in the morning, Monday morning. But let's talk about what I think could be a big winner is a couple of these trades to the upside if things go well. So what I'm looking at here, it's going to be JetBlue, JBLU. I had put on a small trade for December, and I can recap that in the future, but it was in the Webull account. But here's what I see. I love the support level. We had a little bit of a correction recently, about 2 weeks of a correction, and volume had picked up a little here. So what I want to see is us get past this downtrend line and hold this support here that is sitting at the $17 level. So I feel like it's a pretty good risk reward setup, especially because in about 1 or 2 months, these airlines are going to announce their earnings, and obviously they're going to be better than they were a year ago. Obviously, they'll be better than last quarter. So it seems like a home run out of the park. But again, keep your risk in check. So JetBlue looks great. Let's talk about another one that is an airline, AAL. This is American Airlines, and this trend line is gorgeous. So I want to see this trend line hold, and if it does, I'm feeling great. But if it doesn't, it's probably because the market is turning around and shooting lower. So that's kind of the point here, and why I have not entered these positions yet. But it's what I'm seeing, what's on my mind. This is just my trading journal. Let's call it my trading diary. Yeah, my diary. And then let's talk about the next one, which is another summer stock. I can't even spell. Oh my goodness. ABNB, Airbnb right here. And Airbnb looks amazing. The biggest thing I'm watching now is this current resistance that we've hit at the 155 level and bounce. So I've taken profits on this trade. I showed you a trade I set up in Airbnb recently, took profits, and now I'm waiting to see how things look, and I'm potentially going to start stacking on more risk into trades like this. So stay tuned. Definitely subscribe if you aren't, but these are the trades I'm looking at that I'm really excited for. And then the next one, that who knows how this turns out, but love Southwest Airlines. I believe I do like this one as well. Biggest thing I'm watching for sure with Southwest is going to be here. Let's see, I believe it's this level. So two that we want to see. Okay, now it's going to be the 54.26, which we touched yesterday, and then now if we decide to go lower, it's basically about $1 lower at 53.29. So those are we're at a key level. We need to see volume come in, and we need to bounce higher if all these plays are going to work out well. These summer travel trades, let's call them. And then other than that, the only other thing I see that's kind of nice for infrastructure, and actually saw a big bounce, huge volume recently. So this is what I'm kind of eyeballing is Caterpillar, CAT. So keep that in mind. Put these in your watch list. Put them in your back pocket. We'll definitely be talking about these trades maybe sometime this week. And then the obvious one, always, always, is going to be AMC. And you can probably expect an AMC video tomorrow, because a couple things. These blue lines, neglect all these other lines. There's a lot of them, but these blue lines are creating a wedge, and it looks gorgeous. And everyone sees them, fine, that's great. But basically, the biggest thing is volume's gotten lower. It's the lowest we've seen in about a month, maybe. At least 2 or 3 weeks, yeah. So about a month, it's the lowest volume we've seen, and so we're getting to this point where when volume gets this low and contracts, it needs to now expand. It's the same thing as this ebb and flow, higher, lower. If we get a contraction, then you see an expansion. And so if we get an expansion in volume and it picks up, then that volume is going to lead either higher or lower. There's no guarantees. We don't know. But based on that alone, I plan to have some exposure to AMC, and I may add exposure and risk. And for that reason, I'll probably add a video tomorrow and explain just the options available, what I'm eyeballing, what makes sense. But let me know what you think.